So as seasoned Thailand rainy season vets, we come prepared with our matching rain jackets.
Yeah. Today we finally have a day off, so we are taking a day trip up to Chiang Rai, which is a couple hours outside of Chiang Mae, and it's most famous for its white temple. So if you've seen some pictures of northern Thailand, I'm sure you've seen a picture of the white temple. There's actually a few other, a little less famous temples up there though that are really cool as well. So we're gonna take you along.
I'm just saying, I see songthaews up here in front of the place where we're leaving from, and I did not pay 1,200 baht to take a songthaew.
Yeah, we're 100% taking a songthaew.
3 hours.
We're taking a bus.
The van.
The van. It works.
So that way? So we just stopped at the first part of our tour for the day of Chiang Rai. This is the famous hot spring behind me. From the looks of it, it seems more like a bus stop where you can buy things, trinkets. There's a 7-Eleven, so I think we're here for like 20 minutes. Not the most eventful part of our trip so far, so I think the day can only get better from here. Also, I guess it's sulfur or something from the hot springs, but that water smells terrible, which is why I'm standing so far away from it, because right now it's just got all over my glasses.
Okay, we just got to the White Temple. I'm so excited. But first I want to tell you a little bit about that car ride. So there are just not lanes or driving rules in Thailand, which like we kind of knew before.
Yeah.
But I mean, we were on a 2-lane highway driving up the mountain, and I mean twists and turns, and there are 2 lanes, like there's a line in the middle, but you drift, and then if you just want to pass, you pass, and there would be like a bus coming straight at us, and you just go, and then they scoot over. So at one point there was like 5 lanes on a 2-lane highway.
The rules are suggestions. They're suggestions.
But we made it. A boy did throw off in our car, but we made it. So let's go see the White Temple. It is extremely crowded here. Like, I mean, the Grand Palace in Bangkok was really crowded, but this is just insane. So I changed my mind about suggesting a tour.
Yeah.
I would suggest spending the night in Chiang Rai instead, and then getting here really early before all the tour buses get here.
Yeah, I think we came in with a fleet of like 7 at one time or something.
Literally a fleet.
If you looked on the road, there was like 7 in a row, and we kind of knew from the get-go it would be bad, but this is something else.
But at the same time, I mean, this temple is unreal. We haven't even gone inside of it yet, and I mean, there's just nothing else like it. Walking up to the White Temple, the first thing that you see is a bridge, and the entrance to the bridge has hundreds of outreaching hands at the bottom of it. and those are evidently supposed to symbolize unrestrained desires because the artist claimed that the way to happiness was resisting temptation.
It's actually different than any temple that I've ever been to in Thailand and that you've probably ever seen, in that it's not really known as a place of worship. It was built by an artist who has actually put millions of dollars of his own money and is still working on it. I think he said he doesn't think it's going to be done until 2070.
Yeah.
But his intention behind building it was, it was his offering to Buddha, and in hopes that it would provide him with immortality, with an immortal life. So it's really pretty spectacular when you see it.
There is a smaller gold building. It's actually where the restrooms are, but it's also just absolutely gorgeous. And evidently the white building, just kind of as a whole, I know there's a lot to it, but does represent the mind. And then the gold building was supposed to represent the body. We are rushing back to the meeting point of our tour group just because we only had an hour here, which is definitely too short, especially with the crowds if you're in the middle of the day. So come earlier, stay longer. Alright, we are just taking a quick pit stop for lunch. Just some classic Thai. So we have some rice, some vegetables, some just kind of basic vegetable soup. And I'm actually not sure what the fried is, but it looks great, good little re-energizer, and then we're gonna go see two more temples. Our second stop on the tour is the Blue Temple, and I think I'm like most excited about this one. It's not as popular as the White Temple, but it also just looks insane. Like all the temples in Chiang Rai have such distinct features and colors. It's so crazy. The blue is supposed to represent the Lord Buddha's moral code and him spreading that around the world, and that is represented by like a blue sky, and therefore the blue color. But so this temple, and I'm gonna butcher this name, is hold on, I wrote it down. It's Wat Rong Suea. I'll put that there for you. But it's really cool because it has a story behind it. So that means dancing tiger. And evidently this land that we're on used to be like a wildlife reserve for tigers, and so the tigers would jump or dance over the river, which is where the name came from. Okay, so this temple was amazing. Again, we have to go back to our tour bus. We're the last ones here. They actually came to find us in the temple to flag us down. To
everyone hates us. Everyone on our tour hates us.
Baan Museum. We are at the Baan Museum, and this is actually a series of about 15 buildings. And the artist who designed them actually designed them as his portrayal of hell. So he actually created all of these buildings out of animal remains, including an entire skeleton of an elephant. And then inside as well, there is evidently a huge snake skin that stretches the entire foyer or like dining table. Well, it has started pouring. We are trapped inside one of the buildings on this little campus of all of the museums. We still have to make it back to our tour bus, but I guess they won't leave us before.
Maybe
but
not.
Here is the rain.
So as seasoned Thailand rainy season vets, we come prepared with our matching rain jackets.
Yeah. How was the tour?
It's a complicated question. The temples and the Black House were super cool. I mean, I waited 3 years to see the White Temple. The Blue Temple was amazing. They met the hype and exceeded it. The tour itself, not my favorite.
It was horrible.
Yeah, not my favorite. We had not nearly enough time to see anything. We actually were, I think, they came and found us at every stop we were at because we were the last ones on the bus. Yeah, it was just, I mean, you were kind of just herded, or it was, you walked through each temple like a zombie with, like, you got to point your camera at a few things and you were out. So, again, like if you're going to Chiang Rai, I would recommend getting a place to stay and trying to map your own tour, whether that means a motorbike or hiring a car.
Yeah. You can also just take the green bus from Chiang Mai to Chiang Rai. We'll link a little blog post about it. That's obviously not what we did for this tour, but we do know other people that have, and it seems pretty successful. Overall, like Zach said, the tour was not great. Honestly, like super frustrating and horrible, but overall I would definitely recommend doing it because the temples were amazing and that's what you're going for. Definitely just stay there for the night. Take your time and go early because those are all the things we did wrong. So if you do those, you'll have a great time. And if you liked seeing a little bit of Chiang Rai, please subscribe to our channel in one of these corners and we will give you more of Thailand. See you next week.